What up, and welcome to another live edition of the unofficial podcast of National Football League, the world famous and critically acclaimed 5-6 Kings podcast. Guys, I'm your host. My name is David Breen, and holy shit, do I love this show, guys. I'm still here with Hulk Hogan. He's just on the wall now. But holy shit, guys, is this show incredible. This is all my bitching and moaning and complaining and all of that shit last week. I was just being a bitch. There's no other way to say it, you guys. Because they built it perfectly. And we're halfway through the season. And holy shit, did they just destroy this episode, guys. Yeah, spoilers, nonsense. You shouldn't click on this if you're like, oh, I haven't seen it yet. Let's see what 5-6 Kings House of the Dragon Season 2 Episode 4 live review Extravaganza is all about. There's going to be spoilers, guys. Holy shit, the last scene. Out of control. Kind of saw it coming, but still out of control. Still an amazing way to end an episode. So, I don't even. I'm so fucking taken aback by this whole episode. I'm just gonna start at the end and then see where I go. Aegon, is he dead? Rhaenys is dead as fuck. Aegon, they left it open to next episode where they're bringing like a body in. And Queen Alicent's like, is he dead? He's got to be fucking dead. He has to be dead. And now he's dead. I'll be bad. I'll be kind of pissed if next episode they're like, nah, he's just all fucked up. His guts, they fucked up his guts, but he's good. Fucking beautifully crafted. Aegon, all episode, feeling like a little boy, feeling like a little bitch. Oh, small council meeting, guy. I'm sorry. I am so taken aback by how good this fucking episode was that I'm just gonna ramble and talk in circles, and we're gonna be all right with that. Small council meeting early on, and Aegon's like, "Why does Daemon have Harrenhal? I should have Harrenhal." And Aemon's like, "Don't you worry about Harrenhal. Daemon can't do anything with Harrenhal. We're gonna go take whatever this shitty little castle. It's going to be easy to take because the guy that sits on Rhaenyra's council, that's his fucking, he's the lord of that castle. We're going to take it, and just, it's close. It's going to be a real blow to their morale, and it's easy, and we're going to win, and blah, blah, blah." And then, Aegon is still like, well, no, why are you and Cole coming up with plans without me? That's not cool. That's not cool at all. And then Aemon starts talking to him in High Valyrian. And we see right away, he talks to him like his little bitch in High Valyrian. And he's like, look, if you got a better idea, why don't you tell people? We're waiting, King. We're fucking waiting. All right, but this is the plan. And then Aegon tries to speak in High Valyrian, and you can tell he is not good at it. It's just another layer of Aemon's always been the student. Aemon's always been working his ass off. Aemon's been doing X, Y, and Z. Aegon's kind of been like, whatever. I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna jack off overlooking the city. I'm gonna fuck whores, and it's gonna be a good way of life. And I don't blame him. By any means, I don't blame him. If I grew up and my dad was the king, I would have been exactly like Aegon. No part of me would have looked at Aemon and been like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm going to get really good at fighting, and I'm going to learn a lot, and I'll be like, no, I'm never going to have to do shit my whole life. I'm just going to kick back. I'm going to fuck the maids. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want, because no one can fucking touch me. I'm a prince, baby. That's what I would do. And that's what Aegon did, and it ended up getting him killed. But Aegon, so like that dynamic there, where it's, and everyone in the room can see, oh, like Aegon seeing what a little boy he is here. And then he goes to his mommy, and Allison basically says the same thing. Allison's like, fuck you, man. All right? Do you have any idea how much work me and Otto Hightower did to get you to be the fucking king? And like you're not coming to me for advice, and then you banished him. And you're like, Chris, you picked this council that doesn't fucking listen to you. My hope was that you would listen to me and your grandpa and the smart people we put around you, and then you'd learn how to be a king through that, but you just refused to do that. So I don't know what to say. And he's like, well, what should I do? She's like, you should do exactly what's needed of you. And that's fucking nothing. And there's a great, she was sitting there, she was sipping wine. And she was like, you may be half the king your father was, but blah, blah, blah. And he goes, tread carefully. And she says, or what? You gonna hang me like you did the fucking rat catchers? Like, just, motherfucker's getting it from every angle. Motherfucker can't, he's the king and he can't catch a goddamn break. And with his mom, he's like, she's like, well, what do you think should be done? Like, you think they should listen to you, but what's your plan? He just goes, I'm the king. She's like, yeah, do you think the crown just made you smarter, buddy? You haven't been king material your entire life. You've been jacking off in the window your whole life. You haven't been king material, and you think it's just going to happen? You think you're just going to be king? No, buddy. You just got to sit back and let the smart people do the smart shit and let the good fighting people do the good fighting shit. That's all you got to do, buddy. And he's like, whoa, he did not like that. And then he's sitting there drinking, and eventually he's just like, fuck it. Get my armor. I'm going out. Oh, fucking Clubfoot, dude, whatever his name is. Aegon mentioned Harrenhal, and he's like, well, that's your castle. Like, what are we doing letting them keep it? And he goes, yeah, Harrenhal's more crippled than I am, your grace. Just great. Just great. Old Clubfoot being like, we don't need Harrenhal, all right? It's more crippled than me. Fucking great line. And so Aegon, he's like, fuck it, I'm going out. And at the same time, Rhaenyra's back at Dragonstone. And the whole episode at Dragonstone, her council and Lucerys or Jaehaerys, whatever one's alive, whatever son of hers is alive, they've been kind of going at it, and Rhaenys is there, and they're kind of going at it with her. Then the sea snake shows up. It's like, fuck is going on here, all right? Goddamn man showed up. I'm going to start bringing some motherfucking order to this council. And they're like, yep. Yeah, no, you will. Yep, whatever you need. You're clearly the one in charge here. He's been gone the whole fucking time. The guy who saved him did something in the past. Well, that'll be fun when we find that out. Rhaenys earlier was like talking to him. He's like, I hear you're the one who saved my husband. He's like, uh-huh. And then she later is talking to... Man, I really hope it's recording on GarageBand. It's looking like it might not be. So we'll see. We'll see if the audio goes out for this or if it's just a video. That'll be fun. But then, like, he walks away and she's talking to the sea snake and she's like, so I hear he's the one who saved you. He's like, uh-huh. She's like, I mean, his past may be what it is, but he saved his lord. He should be thanked for it publicly, something like that. But it's okay. Like, we'll find out what his past is. Hopefully it's fun. Hopefully it's like a double rape homicide. Like, why, like, go big, right? Like, oh, he murdered a fucking preschool. Like, give me something like that. Give me something cool like that. Not like, oh, he stole from people. You know, he just stole some stuff, but he's a damn good sailor, so we got him out there. Like, I hope it's something awesome that he did. But so like, he's there, and he just takes over the council, and they're going at it at the council, and then Rhaenyra shows up, and her son, I don't remember if Jaehaerys, I think it's Jaehaerys, Lucerys is dead. I'm gonna roll as if that's it. Jace is like, where the fuck have you been? And she's like, I was in King's Landing. I had to see if I was gonna bring. He's like, fuck you, you're at King's Landing? The fuck are you doing in King's Landing? And she's like, I inherited 80 years of peace from my dad. I had to see if there's a chance for me to keep it. And now I know that my options are to fight for my claim or to die. And he's like, all right, well, we're ready. We're ready. They're attacking that itty bitty castle over on the coast. I should fly my fucking dragon over there and murder all of them. And she's like, no, I'm not going to send you. He's like, I'm ready to fight. And like, so he keeps taking digs and trying to be like, the fuck are you doing? You're fucking this up, Mom. So he's like, no, you should send me. Let me go do it. And she goes, you're too inexperienced. And just like stares at him. And I was like, all right. Don't gotta be all mean about it and shit, just say no. You're queen. What I'd listen. What if you're mean to me? And Rhaenyra's like, I'm fucking going. She's like, I'm not gonna send dragons to war if I'm not the one out there doing it. And then Rhaenys says, no, you must send me. And she kind of looks at her and she's like, me and my dragon, I have the largest dragon, and we both have battle experience. Send me. Rhaenyra's like, all right. So she sends her. And Rhaenyra, while this is happening, she grabs Jace. God, I hope it's Jace, not Luke. And this is super Googleable. I'm just sitting here. I keep fucking going back and forth. And I'm like, oh, maybe it's this name, maybe it's that name. I can just have... Guys, here's the thing. It's 2024. Wild, right? It's fucking 2024. I can just have House of the Dragon cast up on my goddamn phone while I'm doing this. Ain't that some shit? And it's Jace. Jace. So Jace, she tells Jace the Song of Ice and Fire. There's a slow build as though we don't know what it is. I could have done without that part, but like a slow build to this is the Song of Ice and Fire, Jace. And they don't make us sit there and listen to it all, but that's... So Jace now knows, and it's the tradition of a Targaryen ruler telling the heir to the throne the Song of Ice and Fire, the prince who was promised, all that good shit. And it's fun that they think it's that like Rhaenyra believes it's her. And it wasn't really Daenerys or Jon Snow. It was fucking Arya Stark. The nonsense. Fuck the showrunners for Game of Thrones for that bullshit. Oh, yeah, no, it's this whole thing. Prince was promised. It's Azor Ahai. It's got to be Jon. Got to be Jon. But what if we make it Arya? And, we don't have Arya kill the Mountain or Cersei, the people who are on her list. Instead, we make her be the prince who was promised, who fucking kills the Night King. I'm getting off track. I'm talking about horrible, horrible, horrible Game of Thrones writing right after watching amazing House of the Dragon writing. I'm sorry. No more negativity, guys. So Rhaenys, she's going over, and Kristen Cole's like, we're going to attack in the daylight. Let's do it. Oh, earlier, Kristen Cole fucking beheaded a guy earlier after they took over a castle, and the guy kept calling him Kingmaker and spit at him. And basically just like, you're a piece of shit, Kristen Cole. And he alludes to him fucking the queen without saying it. He's like, you got no right to be wearing that white cloak. And it's like, oh, is this a known thing? Is this gonna progress? Because if Aemon's the king, Aegon might have looked the other way and been like, whatever, it's my mom. I don't love that she's fucking Kristen Cole, but whatever, I'll sweep this under the rug. Aemon might be like, oh, I'm getting both your heads. Because you can't do this. So that'll be interesting if that's a common thing that just people in the realm know. That's exciting. But back to whatever I was trying to talk about. Oh, Kristen Cole took over a castle, took the Lord's head, and everyone else bent the knee and like, yeah, no, Aegon's the king. Absolutely. He wants to fight with you? Fuck yeah, we'll fight with you. Yeah, sounds sick. So he's just kind of doing that. And And he didn't go to Harrenhal to do that. And he was going to, I forget the name. It's a little castle on the coast, they kept calling it. And Tristan Cole's like, all right, they're not gonna expect us to attack in the daylight, so we're gonna attack in the daylight. Fuck it, right? And Alicent's brother is like, hey, what are you doing? This is nonsense. We've been hiding in the trees and only going at night to avoid the dragons, which I don't. What? Fuck you. Dragons can't fight at night. It's like, oh no, it's only in the day and only away from trees. Like, I get it's harder to see at night, but fuck you. All right, you'd see the battle happening and the dragon could attack it. Like, it's just silly. But he's like, I'm going. And Alicent's brother's like, are you fucking crazy? He's like, oh, what, are you scared? Huh? You scared of a little dragon? Huh? Is that what it is? And he's like, this is crazy the way you're talking to me. And he's like, let's go. We're doing it. So they go and they start attacking. And then Rhaenys... Yeah, her dragon comes in and Kristen Cole goes, all right, give the signal. And guys, whoa, what signal? And they give the signal. They do some flaming fucking things. And then the guys blow horns and shit. It's fucking wild. And we see Vhagar's like getting up in the tree line from far away. And Vhagar's so fucking big. It's nuts. And Vhagar and Aemon look up and they see Aegon on his dragon. And Aemon goes, you fucking idiot. He says in Valyrian. Hi, Valyria. And he goes, all right, Vhagar, not yet. Keep resting. Keep resting. I go, oh, shit. So then we see Aegon comes into battle. And Alicent's brother's like, whose dragon is that? And I was, it's the king's. He's like, oh, that was your plan? To get the fucking king to come out here and fight? And he's like, not at all. So he's like, hey, everyone, your king is here fighting for you. Get the fuck back out there. Because they retreat when they saw Rhaenys on her dragon. So then they start going back out, and we see some dragons. They're going at it. Aegon, Dracarys blows it. And then we see Rhaenys go through the fire, and they're gone for a minute. And Aegon's like, all right, that's how we fucking do. Welcome to King's Landing, bitch. This is how we do it in Game of Thrones. And then Rhaenys comes at it. It might have been underneath, and her dragon is just with the dragon claws just ripping at fucking Aegon's dragon's midsection. Blood is just pouring out of the dragon. Like, Aegon should be like, hey, let's get the fuck out of here. But then they keep fighting. They're entangled up in the sky together, fighting at it for a while. Rhaenys' dragon is fucking Aegon's dragon up. And then Vhagar comes up over the trees, gets up there. Aegon's like, oh, thank God, let's do this, baby. And as Aemon gets close, Aemon looks, Dracarys, and Aegon's like, oh no, fuck you. Boom, fucking fire, huge fireball engulfing both the dragons. Rhaenys gets the fuck out of there. Aegon just going down. And you can see, he can tell, he's like, oh, Aemon, my brother, who I fucked with him, and he asserted himself over me occasionally, but I thought we loved each other still. You just the look of betrayal on Aegon's face was beautiful. That actor this whole season has been amazing. So I'm disappointed that his character's gone. I mean, I'm fucking Team Black and Red all day, Team Rhaenyra, but Aegon is a fantastic character. I'm upset to see him go, but what a fucking great scene here. He goes down. Kristen Cole's like, oh, fuck, now what? The king might be dead. This is my fault. Fuck. He starts riding, and he gets knocked off his horse, and he's out for maybe days. I don't know. The battle continues. Vhagar Rhaenys comes in and attacks Vhagar and like fucking claws at Vhagar's midsections and fucks him up some. And they go down and shit's all over the place and scattered. And Rhaenys is like flying. Oh, she was looking like she was gonna fly away. And then it was like turns around like a I'm ready to die situation with her. And then she goes in, she brings Vhagar down, and then she's riding around and looking, and she goes over the castle, and Vhagar comes up and just has her dragon by the neck up in the air, just around. We watched it. It's fucking sad and gruesome. We watched the dragon just slowly die with Vhagar biting its neck. And then let's go. And we see Rhaenys just like this. The dragon's going to be on top of her and she's going down, just accepting her fate. Well done. Guys, the show is so fucking good, you guys. Just everything that happens is so perfectly done. It's indescribable how great it is. But Rhaenys just accepting, like, yeah, this is where I die. And she goes and boom, like takes out half the castle. And then battle continues, but it's the largest dragon in the world and a bigger army against a smaller army and no dragons. I mean, it's pretty obvious who ends up winning that. And then at the end of the episode, Kristen Cole gets up and is looking. It might be Alicent's brother. He goes up, person clearly half of a body, and he just walks up and like puts his hand on his shoulder, like, "Come on, the king went down. We have to find him." And then like pushes him over, and his body's just ash. He's like, that's no good. And then goes and comes up to where the crash was and sees Aemon there, and he yells, "Aemon! Where's the king?" And Aemon looks at him, picks up the dagger, the famous Game of Thrones dagger, and kind of motions, and we hear like the dragon is and we never fully see it, but we see like a fucked up looking body out like it. He's got to be dead. Like we see just a mangled body, and that is how the episode ended. Another thing I want to touch on: Daemon was at Harrenhal the whole episode. It started fucking beautifully. He's still having the chick. There's a witch that's she got him to drink something maybe that's fucking him up. And Daemon, the first scene, he is in the throne room in King's Landing. He's envisioning, and young Rhaenyra, the best Rhaenyra, is there wearing the crown, and she's like, "You fucking made me. Like, you created this, and you never accepted me as your queen. Was it all just to take power for yourself? Like, just talking shit?" And then he cuts her head off. And then, like, while her head's off, she's like, "Exactly, just what you always wanted." And then we see him later talking to the witch, and she's like, "Look, you don't, like, you really just came here to try and make a claim for yourself, right? Like we're all on the same page, right? Like, that's what's happening. You're not here for Rhaenyra. You're not trying to help her win. You want to make your own claim." And he like doesn't really respond. He's like, "Fuck you, witch. All right, don't talk to me, witch." But it's Daemon. Daemon's gonna turn on Rhaenyra, or he's way not, and like he's gonna come to grips with, "Hey, I need to stop doing this, and I need to serve my queen." So time will tell with that. I love what they have the ability to do there. We're halfway through the season. So much has happened, and like this episode, a fucking perfect like mid-season point to be like, all right, crazy war for a small castle. For a fucking, they kept talking about how insignificant the castle was, and we had 3 dragons just fucking shit up on the battlefield. So I can't wait to see what a fight for King's Landing is going to look like. If we get that, we might not. I might not get there. Maybe a fight for Dragonstone, Harrenhal, like whatever. Like there's bigger battles to happen, and that was amazing. Damon also, Lord Tully didn't come meet him. Sent his grandson, who's the heir, to the Riverlands because he's bedridden and can't do it. And Damon's like, all right, well, can you call the banners in the name of Queen Rhaenyra? He's like, well, my Lord Grandsire is alive? No, it's not done. He's like, all right, well, you serve no fucking use to me. Who were the families that fought last episode? And the guy tells him, he's like, which one's on our side? And he tells him, he's like, great, get those guys down here. I need men of action, not little boys who can't make decisions. Like, he's pissed because he wants the Riverlands, and he can't do that without the Tullys. So he's like, whatever, bring me the Blackwoods. And then later we see him with the Blackwoods, and the Blackwoods like, hey, if you take out the Brackens, then we have no one stopping us from heading out to war with you. We'll send our entire army. And he's like, all right. And Damon's like fucked up and having visions. His dead wife, is like pouring wine for everyone at the table. It was a weird. Damon's going through a lot of shit right now. I don't know how else to describe Damon, but I love the potential with the Damon storyline. I love what they did with Aegon and with Aemon so far. Kristen Cole, like, they're just, God, this all the shit I loved about Game of Thrones really is all being, it's like, it's the first 4 seasons with the action of the last couple seasons. Like, it is, they just took the best parts. They took the only good parts of the last couple seasons, which was just how sick everything was. Shitty storyline. They just shit all over characters that they built up for years and made it be like, oh, all right, Jaime Lannister really had no character arc because look how he finished. It's not fair. He was a great character, but you know, like they just had him backtrack to where he was at. All that, like they're all of the cool action at the end and all of the fucking genius political moves, character development, all of that is being wrapped up into one beautiful package with House of the Dragon. They are 14 episodes into House of the Dragon, and it is one of the best shows I've ever seen. It is just beautiful. It is perfect, guys. And guys, the good news is we got 4 more episodes, and I'm coming to you live here on the 56 Kings YouTube channel every Sunday night after it airs. I'm coming live, breaking down the episode, talking about how amazing this goddamn show is. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Leave us a comment. Follow us on Instagram at 56Kings. That's at FIVESIXKINGS on Instagram, guys. If you're a fan of this, if you're a fan of my review, if you're a fan of the shit we're doing on here, guys, subscribe to the channel. You know, if we get to 1,000 subscribers, guess what, guys? I can start making some motherfucking money off of this. All right, I can retire. Don't you want to fund David Breen's retirement and Braden Boldred's retirement? He's not here, so I'm not going to speak to his retirement, but the David Breen and Braden Boldred retirement tour, it starts with us getting to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, guys. I think we can get there. Subscribe, like, share the stuff, push the notification buttons when we're going live. You're the first to know, guys. Well, how sick would that be? You will be the first person to know. My mom won't even know. All right? You'll know before my fucking mom knows that we went live on the 56 Kings YouTube channel, guys. I can't think of anything more exclusive, more VIP than that. So, guys, subscribe to the channel, like, share it with your friends if you like it, push notifications, leave a comment, leave a review. Tell us how fucking great we are, and help the David Breen and Braden Bold retirement tour really get off the ground and get running, guys. Guys, coming to you live, House of the Dragon, every Sunday. Got 2 more episodes of The Boys coming out. Every Thursday-ish, Friday-ish, coming live with The Boys. A live review right after we watch the episode, guys. Keep it tuned in right here on the 56 Kings YouTube channel. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I love you all very much. And I'll see you Thursday-ish, Friday-ish with The Boys. Season 4, Episode 7. Peace out.